Hey guys, it's Monday and that means I am back with a full week's worth of meals to share with you and how I am feeding my family of 6 this week. And I hope that it brings you some ideas to create your own meal plan, to simplify things, stay on a budget for your groceries, and just be a blessing in your life. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching week to week, and thank you for your comments, your suggestions. Something that you can do that would help a bunch is subscribe to my YouTube, KS Coordinator. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and share these meal planning menus with people that you think would really love them. That would mean so much to me. So this week, I am excited because I have some new recipes that I am going to be trying for my family. And last week went so good with the meal plan that I had set up for my family, and I know that after this week we're going to be going into Thanksgiving, and it's going to kind of change up how I meal plan because I never like to have waste, so I want to use all those leftovers. And part of meal planning means that you're planning for everything that you're grabbing at the store. So tonight I'm having friends over from my Plexus team, and that means I needed to think about what I was going to have for snacks, and those were extra things above and beyond what our breakfast, lunch, dinner, and typical snacks are, right? And so that's my little tip for you, is to be thinking about where you're bringing a meal, where you're bringing a snack. And when you go into next week, next Monday, I'll have a video and I'll be able to share a little bit more about Thanksgiving. You'll be able to be planning for those leftovers. Okay, so last week went great. Everyone enjoyed the meals that we had. The only thing I did end up changing was we didn't have tacos again on Sunday. Tacos keep getting shifted, which is funny because it was one of my favorite meals. But we ended up having my father-in-law over for dinner last night, and I ended up grabbing a ham from Costco and making that into ham sandwiches. And it worked out really, really nice. So tacos it was on my mind making my meal plan for this week, and I actually put it in there but in a little different way. So let me share. Okay, I followed in from last week. I used this sheet again because it worked so good. Keep it right up here. You can see this is my one from last week still up there. I can take it down. You can see it's folded. Remember I told you how will I work that? I ended up folding it, putting it in my coat pocket, and taking it along with me to Costco and to Aldi's, the two places that I went shopping for food. Okay, we went shopping. I had already made this meal plan, so I am prepared, and I also did a pickup order, or excuse me, not pickup order. I did Instacart, which is a whole nother story to share with you. It was a really exciting experience. Anyways, Monday. So this morning we had yogurt and granola for breakfast, okay? So this week we're gonna have yogurt and granola probably one other day. We'll be having cereal, and we're gonna be having egg burritos. I've got a whole, how many eggs come in that big box of eggs from Costco, which is great for our family because shopping in bulk doesn't always feel like an astronomical amount because we go through it with 6 people in our home. But so we'll be having egg burritos. So when I do granola and yogurt, I either grab the how do you say that, Fage yogurt from Costco. They have a really good deal on that. Or if I'm at Aldi's, I'll grab this whole milk yogurt, vanilla organic yogurt from Aldi's, which is an amazing price. When I grabbed this, I grabbed it at Aldi's. So I did Instacart, so I was shopping on my phone. I normally grab the oats and honey in the box, but this is what I ended up getting. Apparently this is the protein crunchy granola, oats and honey. It tastes the same to me. It's a smaller bag though, and the kids really, really love this, and I know that it's a good breakfast for them. It fills them with a decent amount, and it goes pretty far for our family. Okay, so those are our breakfasts for this week. Lunch is this week the first 2 days, so today and tomorrow for sure, is leftover ham sandwiches that we had from last night. So that worked out really, really well. I also have some noodles and some pasta sauce that I'll be able to stick in the lunches, and they can heat those up in the microwave at school. And then we're doing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the remaining days of the week. Okay, lunch on the weekend is going to look a little different. My husband and son are going to be hunting, and so we're going to be having bagel bites and leftovers. Super simple and loved by the kids that are left here at home. So really easy. Let's get into the dinners, and then I'll share the extra snacks that I always make every week. So tonight for dinner is going to be the enchiladas, the chicken enchiladas. Finally, we're going to be having that. I have to get the chicken breast in the Instapot. So let's talk about Instapots or multi-purpose cookers that kind of, I feel like, really have been blowing up the market the last couple of years. I love my Instapot for things like cooking that chicken like that, so I can shred it and put it into the meal that I'm making. Think of all the different meals, like when I made the chicken noodle soup on Saturday, the chicken went into the Instapot. 12 minutes later, you have chicken that you can shred, and it is super simple. So all I'll need to do is throw that chicken in the Instapot, shred it really quick, which, by the way, works really good if you just like take a scissors and you just chop at it. So much easier on the hands. Or I've seen people even like use their mixer and it shreds it super quick, super fine. I take tortillas, I roll them up with cheese, and I put that enchilada sauce. I shared that and we didn't end up having it. So we're going to use that because we have those ingredients to use. Tomorrow, we're going to be I went on a pantry hunt, okay? So if you read about how to stay on a budget, how to meal plan, you're going to read about shopping your pantry, okay? So every time I'm making a list, I open up my pantry and think, what do I have already, okay? We all go shopping sometimes and we impulse buy, or we end up with all this stuff, and then we feel like we need to go to the grocery store and buy a whole week's worth of food. We already have a lot of what we need in our cupboard. So I found this old seasoning packet for a beef stew. And so I thought, why didn't I use that the last time I made beef stew? I didn't know I had it until I went into my cupboards, okay? So I'm gonna use that. I picked up some already pre-cut beef, and that just made it a whole lot simpler. And I'm gonna cut up some carrots that we have and some potatoes that we have and throw it all together. I'll make homemade bread in the bread maker, and it'll be a delicious meal, okay? Wednesday is a new recipe. I'm going to share it in the comments. It's going to come in the pin form, so you can go right to Pinterest to grab it. It is crispy chicken corn casserole. It is not healthy. I am not saying that it is, but it looks good. Okay, it's a convenience casserole, and so I literally bought crispy chicken strips from Aldi's, and I'm gonna make it with mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy, all in this casserole. It is gonna make my husband so happy. I might need to throw in some green vegetables somehow. It reminds me of those like KFC gravy chicken potato bowls. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I think it's probably gonna be really good. Thursday, we're gonna go lighter. We're gonna throw in a bunch of veggies. So remember when I said we took tacos, the Mexican night, my favorite off the meal? Every week, I've been trying to look for like a meatless meal. I used to do this all the time. Sometimes I get away from it, especially if we're having like a lot of leftovers. But I am gonna try a new recipe. I'm sure there are a ton on Pinterest. I'll go and I'll look for the one that I'm kind of gonna follow and share it with you. But I kind of thought in my head, I am going to use quinoa and lentil beans as a meatless meal and make it a Mexican dish. Okay, so there are ways that you can turn quinoa into like taco meat. Okay, I'm gonna add the lentils, and we are gonna use it or make it into nachos. Okay, so I wrote it down on my calendar as lentil or quinoa lentil taco nachos. And I'm completely making this up, but I'm sure that people make skillets with it all the time. So when I go to Costco, I always find that large bag of tortilla chips. This is like half a one here, but it's this big paper bag one. Like, it's literally like, this is probably less than half that's left. It lasts our family a long time. I can load up a plate, put the lentil and the quinoa that's seasoned all over that, and then we can top it with the sour cream, the lettuce, the tomatoes, onions, whatever. Okay, it's gonna be just a great way to get veggies in, protein in keep it a meatless meal. Okay, I'll let you know how that goes, and I would love for someone to try it with me. Okay, so Friday, we always normally have pizza, so I'm going to change it up. We're actually going to probably not have pizza and maybe go grab something to eat. Okay. If we stay home, I'll either pick up some frozen pizzas, or we'll have like chicken nuggets or a Hot Pocket or something simple like that. Okay, because the next day we're gonna have bagel bites for lunch, and that means I'm gonna need to throw some healthy things in there for the kids, right? Because Saturday I have leftovers written in, so maybe we'll go out to eat that night. I'm not sure. I'm leaving my calendar open and trying to be a little bit more flexible, but also making sure I have a plan for eating with the food that we already have at home, or I know I have money in the budget to go out to eat one of those nights. Does that make sense? Okay. Sunday, we're going to have an egg bake. So I forgot to grab that out. When I was at the store, I saw in the seasoning aisle these packets for seasoning egg bakes, which I have never used. So if you've used it, was it like by Morning Star or something? It's a seasoning for an egg bake. I bought sausage links at Costco in a huge bag, and I'm gonna make a sausage, egg, and cheese with the seasoning egg bake. I've shared before, probably at least over 4 weeks ago. It's been since we've had an egg bake, but it makes a whole 9x13 pan. It feeds all of us, and I can either put potatoes into it, or I can serve hash browns on the side. I can throw spinach in there to get our veggies in, that sort of thing. It's super, super easy. But anyways, that is what we're having this week. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, because I have been working out, and I have been doing groups and sharing that I've been losing a little bit of weight, and somebody asked me if I've been eating different or what. Now, I want to share something that's really important. You can eat healthy eating the same food that your family does. Okay, now maybe when I have that crispy chicken corn casserole, I'm not going to have this huge plate of it, but something that I feel really strongly about is eating the same things that my family does, and feeding things to my family that I want to eat as well, and vice versa, and just circulate that however it's going to fit into your family. So I know there's families that have different diets and things, but there are definitely ways that you can, maybe make yourself an extra side dish, and you're all sharing this and that sort of thing. So I think I will plan on sharing and speaking more to that on one of my meal plans. Right next week, the first 3 days, I'm going to be running a 3-day challenge with Plexus, and it comes with a complete meal plan. I haven't gotten that yet, and so I should be getting those in the mail today or tomorrow, and I'll be able to look. And because I'm going to do that alongside with everyone that's doing it for my team, I'll be feeding that to my family too. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's going to be something healthy that my family will benefit from eating along with me. So that's that. I am so excited to hear what you guys' thoughts are for this week. Let me know. Bye.